Hey everybody. So I just wanted to go over some real quick changes that have been done with APUSH for this year. So please make sure you guys are passing these changes on to other students. If you guys could, I'd greatly appreciate it if you could just email, message, text 2 to 3 other classmates if possible. So I'm just trying to get students that don't check their email to just make sure that they are staying in the loop here. So I just want to first begin with giving you guys just some context. Let me give you guys some context to sort of what's going on for this year with AP testing. So, as you guys are, I'm sure, aware, coronavirus is spreading all over the globe. And there are students all over the world that want to prepare for the AP US history test. So, there's students in all the way over in Italy. You've got students in China, Japan, South Korea. I mean, some of the areas that are most affected by coronavirus that do want to take the AP US history test. Most countries around the world are deeming that at this point school with large gatherings is unsafe. So the question for College Board at this time is, how do we have millions of students all around the country taking the APUSH exam? So College Board, they put a plan together in place so that students can still take the AP test for 2020. Okay. So I want to first talk about sort of a little context to coronavirus as it affects us in Wisconsin. So you guys got a letter back in April, or excuse me, a letter in March saying that on April 14th we'd be back in school. Since that has transpired, we're up to 416 cases of coronavirus in Wisconsin. So Governor Evers is now also saying that Americans need to, at least Wisconsinites, need to stay home until April 24th. So at this point, I don't really know at this point when I'm going to be seeing you guys next. I don't know when we will be back in school. Officially, HAPA, according to HAPA, we're back April 14th, but as we all know, that may not be the case given recent developments. So I just need you guys to be really aware that a lot of your AP preparations may likely be more online this year and maybe more independent. So I also want to just go over what these expectations for you are going to look like as well. Okay, so I just want to give you guys, first of all, the actual wording that AP is giving me here for the 2020 AP exam. So I'll go ahead and read, and I'll just kind of talk about each line. So throughout our members across the country, we understand the new time constraints on everyone in the education community. So again, lot to prepare for, and a lot of teachers have lost a lot of time due to the coronavirus. So the next line: these solutions are meant to be as simple and lightweight as possible for both students and teachers, without creating additional burdens for school leaders during this time. So traditional face-to-face administrations will not take place, right? So you guys are not taking the traditional AP exams. Let's find out what we're doing this year. Students will take a 45-minute online free response exam at home, right? So this year's AP exam, because it's not safe for students around the world to be meeting at their schools, will be taken from home. So there's a lot I got to say about this. Some students may want to take the exam sooner rather than later while the content is still fresh. Other students may want more time to practice. For each AP subject, there'll be 2 different testing dates. So we don't know what these testing dates are at this time, but AP is just wanting to make sure that basically they're meeting the needs of students who have different needs. Some want to take the test now, some want to take it later, right? So this next line: the full exam schedule, specific free response question types that will be on each AP exam, and additional testing details will be available on April 3rd. We'll also unlock any relevant free response questions in AP Classroom for digital use, so students can access all practice questions of the type that will appear on the exam, right? So at this point, we don't really know what's going to be on this year's AP exam. We don't really have a lot of guidance. We're just going to kind of have to wait till that April 3rd deadline. Okay, so I just want to go over what do we know so far, based on the limited information about what is going to be on this year's test. Okay, so this year's test is only going to cover units